Russia Ukraine war. You say I started. I don't know the man got results. Near to do chrome ha. Not these are the people talking. Obi, I have fool. These are the people talking.
They said they are part of the democracy.
No, but their records are fresh. Some in your CPP.
You should ask him. That's why they were voted for.
No, don't worry.
No, ask him. When I come, but you are also here because you persons are about by me. Now they all say, record at you. What your record? No bet here. Play your record as director for communication. I'm sure say you were privy to and your mama buying the year until you pass here. No, because what you did differently. President Mahama Air West. Ninty Susi and Safa Abenyama. I know pay vice chairman. National vice chairman, yes, yes, all call him. But you see, the truth of the matter is that your ball record. Don't run away from your record and just critique. What did you do? Me my body, me see for this could do 23 cities. Where was the smartness?
But I'll say and nothing Ghana for.
Thank you. 80 or no say pa by Mwabano. No, Kasasa no you say who Daniel Field yeah record. Council record ne 23. A nusa, even with the levy, still a nusa.
Who the cow,
and you feel record home. Russia Ukraine war. You say I started. I don't know your man got results.
Yo, you know your for your man. I call Baziba. You made ya tomorrow. Achisha na ya to the zen. The bitter truth. No car ring chumedi. No car ring chumedi. Kaya dem penny fussy no car yarin. Na kaya kana. Honabaka no quarrying Yabaka. Kaibi also there, former President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, the self-acclaimed competent President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. Wasn't it sad then? Or catch a gunner for or say him no catch and die. Mamma whom ya oya bashazafo. Nemum 1 year it's mamofo. No quarrying Jumedi. Sending you that Ozaka narration Jumedi or Ghana News YouTube channel. I hope Brasima Yatoto ya subscribe to the Ghana News YouTube channel. Natitsi monye ne kase mia domano do. Dem roba ye di djuma awo sobo tuma baka ho na kire wadwen. O Sunday nyansa onyi ba ko fodi tirim penyefo se tsikor nkwegina. 2 heads are better than 1. You are welcome to a show that the bitter truth. If today is the first time that you are watching the bitter truth on Ghana News YouTube channel, we are humbly pleading with you. We are on our knees. Kindly subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like the Facebook page. Click on the notification bell. Most importantly for us, let's get interactive. Let us hear your views, your opinion, your suggestions on the issues under discussion. Today we have decided to title our presentation as MPP Director of Communication, Richard Ahiagba, ran away from MPP record but suffers humiliation on radio over fuel politics. NPP Director of Communication, Richard Ahiagba, ran away from MPP record but suffers humiliation on radio over fuel politics. Aba some na yareka ende yesi oye Richard Ahiagba we gu ni nyima so gu na fi MPP record ho wa bra okodi djuma wo oye radio do no pede odi form go petrol no borrow kosoro nen other ya politics na onu NDC communication team member onye ni ko share wo dwumedi no do no he opa no hotam yopo ema Richard Ahiagba MPP Director of Communication okasama MPP osun amayoku nin nanyim gu asepoto ne record he inzama MPP ba ye me say ogwani fi hu onu no asam na yereka onu nya tifi asama ya that yenyina yenyim yabakai oye United States of America President Donald Trump na insem hu origi onyi Israel wa sweku ze akugu oye Iran omanodo ne da minti oye petro no bu reyezen no buru kosor mo bibiara risu yenyim da ba ne da minti nenen aban rejede petro no bu ba kosor magana fo orisunen wa ye MPP fu bi no madaw wa de huria wotide huria moja empa wonitiri hu o Sunday worka de oya Iran Russia Ukraine war obe nenen o manzama kwasor NDC for opposition was ya man yourself into wonso what say nyame in order NDC abane ho wonso we nya political ama what the political scores. What the kasa no ono and Richard Ahiagba okobi sende on play ni record MPP record wenchum wenzi hujuma yanko na yenkete juma na okodo wo radio no don
Russia Ukraine war you say I started I don't know the man koto results near to do krom ha nya na these are the people talking obi ayefu these are the people talking.
They said they are part of the democratic.
No, but their records are fresh. Some in CPP.
You should ask him. That's why they were voted for.
No, don't worry.
I'm not asking.
When I come,
but you are also here because you persons are about by me. Now they all pay record at you. What your record? No bet here. Play your record as director for communication. I'm sure say you were privy to and your mama buying the year until you pass here. You become what you did.
Pure inside Ati. Oye the NDC communication team member. Onyi MPP director of communication no. A whole director of communication. Mianovi Richard Ahiagba. Onyi no kwehye wo Asampa ekosise program do. Ana oye lawyer Bernard Bedu. Or represent oye Beshebegwenyi Zima this year wo akotia. Okakai oye Richard Ahiagba, the MPP record. The Nyene Nancy and the Wofi Abenimu. You left government just yesterday. And we have anybody to prefer any solution. It is not MPP. What was the MPP's record when they were in government? When there was Russia-Ukraine war and the fuel prices continued to surge up, what was the solution? What solution did Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the self-acclaimed competent president, Bawumia Kenufuriata MPP-led administration? We have the men administration. What solution were they able to prefer? Mande wana warakasa. They are rejoicing because United States of America president, US ni Israel, they are waging war against Iran. As a result of that, the fuel prices at the international market keep soaring, and as a result of that, it is affecting the fuel price in the country. The MPP thinking that they have gotten a political weapon that they can run to town with. Now, ono woko pay studio nene, and the lawyer Bernard Bedu okachonde. If we have any person to speak, it is not MPP. MPP, what was their record? He challenged the MPP National Director of Communication, Richard Ahiagba, to play the MPP record for Ghanaians to hear. Now, ono me say he exposed him big time. Richard Ahiagba ran away from the MPP record. Lawyer Bernard Bedu exposed Richard Ahiagba on the show. Just listen to some of the conversation that went on.
Obi, look, the difference between Yenium, and I will tell you today, I will fool on the first day of May 2022, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo was asked the question about, say, fuel prices are cost. And then there was just this question here, President Mahama. And then is it would it not be prudent so bet ye taxes be a few? Go and check his answers. I'll read to you. That is the difference between President Akufo-Addo and President Mahama. I'll read to you shortly. Okay, baby, I'll say that. Who's done your record? Removing taxes on petroleum products will reduce government revenues by some 4 billion cedis. At this time, when we are determined to expand government revenues in order to increase our capacity to finance our development, can we afford to reduce this tax revenues by 4 billion cedis? That is the difference. That you have a president who say no, I need revenue, but at least if it gets to that point, and you do 23 no, President Akufo on the first day of May.
Did we reduce or we did?
No, in fact, you did not.
I say, lawyer Bernard Bedu, at the studio, not refer to the panel and especially the MPP Director of Communication, Richard Ahiagba, Yanovi, that look, there was a similar situation when MPP, the self-acclaimed competent president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and our former vice president, Bawumia, whom we were told has the world intelligence. As a result of that, Nana Addo say, Okofan Mwabaka no honenen. When Russia-Ukraine war was happening, when Ghana found itself in a similar situation, petrol prices was increasing. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the self-acclaimed competent president, we have the men president, was asked a similar question. But also, we cannot afford to reduce price of fuel because Ghana needs money to expand development infrastructure. Also, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo say, man Ghana here sika. Ghana here sika. Enti mira petro no boro kosoro nenen. Ye hwehwe onye ye na ba nenen. The self-acclaimed competent president nenen. We have the men president nenen. Ose wo ye hu bibiara onye ye. What so da onye ye? O Sunday Ghana here sika. Ze aye omanen ye. Nanso da penny bra omampenyin John Dramani Mahama oko share oko business forum nenen na wo bisan the petrol won samro kono say na banen gudu monitor nenyi the phone power hwenzama na so kodu baby a ahuchi ne rokosora abunu rokosora oni the minti wa fra a instant cabinet meeting putupu cabinet meeting onyina pamfo workatena say wa adwendwen ho wa twatwa adwen wa hwenchise a wobotum wa ye so koba ne de atu a odeda fam gunu donin ne da minti oma fam gunu bunu no rokoso at the national world marketing na ahanu so no borokoso nenen so obayi dem etu na fifi ho dem robaya oman no mamba drivers when I watch or your petrol one one kakra nenen ose onam deminti omampenyin John Dramani Mahama ose wa frɛ imputupru ishem na bejoku a be son ku a wotu no funenen wo kwa akosia cabinet be meeting wa adwendwen ho they are monitoring wankade omani Ghana pesika o zi ayampuntuju nti ye hwehwe ye tidema former president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo wo bisane no okaine no os enyi nsusunu a oda John Dramani Mahama NDC led administration and the former president we have the men the self-acclaimed competent Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo president in one team. That is the difference between Mahama's NDC led leadership and former president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's leadership. When we're in crisis, as the fuel price keeps rising, increasing, Ose, he has called for immediate cabinet meeting to deliberate, to consider what steps to be taken. If it becomes necessary that some taxes that are on the fuel, those taxes could be removed in order to check the hike of the fuel price, they will do it. That is a mark of good leadership. That is a mark of listening president. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo say the country needed money to expand development. His Excellency, the President John Dramani Mahama said, I have called for emergency cabinet meeting to look into the situation. We are monitoring the development. If it becomes necessary to remove the taxes, some of the taxes on the fuel in order to check the price, his government will do that. This is a leadership, a listening government. Not we have the men, the self-acclaimed competent in Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, yet he did not know what to do. He said the country need money to expand development. The question here may be, sir, ended there. Has the situation changed? Is he trying to tell us that this time around Ghana does not need money to expand infrastructure? Thus is the bitter truth. Truth is bitter, it must be told. You could see clearly the difference between Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the former president, and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama in the critical situation, in crisis situation. Just listen.
In fact, in 2021, Bola tax na mo de buy na ya fe ben. Bola tax no na ya fe ben. Mi visa obi amubo ti keke.
Bola tax was in
2021.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Bola tax mo de be kan ho no na 2021. These are the people talking. When ya mo see ya ho jira yen.
That was 2022 actually.
Thank you. What is 2022 kra? When mo see ya ho jira yen. These are the people talking.
The only thing I remember they did was to zero rate the price stabilization.
Yes. In fact, energy debt recovery comes out. Yeah. This is their record. Energy debt recovery. No, WC,
going for the juggler.
No, go forward. I
haven't said anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What
thank you. Winkari. Who has record? We should expose you for who you are. Yeah. We will always expose you for who you are. You think say Ghana for refimo? That abysmal performance, no? And you win at the mobile. It's a number man who says, Mrs. I take na car. You better okay. You better And what I'm saying, the difference between two presidents. When there is crisis, no. Catch on in your President Mahama.
Now, President Mahama can be different from
President Mahama say, or be consider so be revenue now. Akufo-Addo say ye per revenue you know, or no so be ye feel. At least can wakano and my some respite. But what I say, say, and that same question was put to His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. See ye because ye yeska. Tell me,
Sir, you've heard Lawyer Bernard Bedu clearly explaining the steps His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is taking. I say, I have called for emergency cabinet meeting to deliberate the issue. Going forward, to consider what steps could be taken to ameliorate the situation. But Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, when same question was posed to him, Ghana needed money for development expansion. That is the distinction between the two leadership. Mahama leadership and former president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And bear in mind, former president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo said he is competent, and he called Mahama in the run up to the 2016 election. Incompetent here, incompetent there, incompetent here. The incompetency became something in this country. It was a political tune to the MPP, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and the MPP. In the crisis situation, do you remember at the point when he was asked, the economy is tight, people are suffering. Also, when Bawumia takes over, he will rectify it. Just on in an admission, why judge no they were born was seno. Oh yeah, whom he be on ye. But yeah, Obe take over from him. And that time not so Bawumia take over. Bawumia bayen ye. Our area no calling you the difference between the two leadership when similar question was posed to them. Wagen share on your den. For what you prefer to comment section, drop your views. How do you rate the two leaders? Former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Let us hear from you. Drop your response in the comment section. Remember the show you are watching is The Bitter Truth.
Tell me, Niamu reduce it. In fact, in 2021, Bola tax na mo de buy na ya fe ben. Bola tax no na ya fe ben. Mi bisa obi amubo tikeke.
Bola tax was in
2021.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Bola tax amude be kan ho no na 2021. These are the people talking. When ya mo see ya ho jira yen.
That was 2022 actually.
Thank you. What they said 2022 kra. When mo see ya ho jira yen. Yen ya atum say petrol bo obi. These are the people talking.
The only thing I remember they did was to zero rate the price stabilization.
Yes, yes. In fact, energy debt recovery no comes out. Yeah. This is their record. Energy debt recovery. No, you see,
going for the juggler.
No, go
forward.
I said anything.
Obi, oh really?
Yeah. What
thank you, Winkari. Who has record? We should expose you for who you are. Yeah. We will always expose you for who you are. You think say Ghana for refimo that abysmal performance no and you win at the mobile. It's a number man who says Mrs. I take na car. You be okay. You be heard you be. And nothing I'm saying the difference between two presidents. When there is crisis no. Catch on in your President Mahama Akano.
Now President Mahama can different from
President Mahama say or be consider so be revenue now Bakufado say ye per revenue nti you know or no so be ye feel at least can wakano and my some respite. But what I say say and that same question was put to His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo say ye because ye yeska
to Zati me say MPP National Communication Director Richard Ahiagba ran away from MPP record but suffers humiliation on radio when he attempted doing fuel politics. When Richard Ahiagba engaged in fuel politics, NDC communication team member, the member of parliament representing the people of Akotia, lawyer Bernard Bedu, exposed him big time, confronted him with MPP record, and Richard Ahiagba could not speak to it. Remember the show you're watching is The Bitter Truth. MPP thinks that the fuel prices that is increasing in, they have gotten political tool that they can run to town with and make unnecessary noise with. But Ghanaians are watching. Remember the show you are watching is The Bitter Truth. If today is the first time you are watching The Bitter Truth on Ghana Bad News YouTube channel, we're humbly pleading with you to kindly subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell, and most importantly, let us hear your views, your suggestions, opinion. Kindly drop them in the comment section. We are grateful. We thank you for using your data to watch The Bitter Truth show. The show is The Bitter Truth. Truth is bitter. It must be told. Former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo said, "Let us not be spectators. Let us be citizens." Thank you for watching the show. Kade jumezi arehwani ya nokor nwemi jumezi. Penyifo se nokor yawin. Na kaya kana hwana baka nokor nwemi yabaka. Sanda nyi do zika na arehwe nokor nwemi jumezi wo Ghana Bad News YouTube channel. Ahombrase mala subscribe. Click adoma ne do. Na monye yan kase yente wadwenche ususui foto comment section na ohia yan papa onyinda na yawo ochina jumedin na ranyen no kwar wewin chumezi.